Here's another one for Reggie. Well, look here, Brian Last, since this is your program, but this is the cult of Cornette that's out there to people listening to the program. Why don't we combine those things and tell the fine folks the latest on the new official Facebook group? I've had people tweeting and they're saying, "Oh, geez, we applied a week ago and we can't get in. Have we been denied? Have we been turned away? No room at the inn." And it's been a swamped type of thing, in large part, right? We're not just giving the finger to many of our most devoted associates.
Only some of them.
Quite a few, but not all.
Yes, that is correct. There is a big line to get into the Cult of Cornette Facebook group. We're not just letting everyone in. That would be stupid. Then you get a situation like you just had.
We get a situation, if you always do what you always did, then you always get what you always got.
So if you have applied for membership, I guess that's what we would say here. If you've applied for membership.
If you have asked to come into the circle of trust in the official Cult of Cornette Facebook group, if you have asked to be invited behind the velvet rope with the elite people, the real elite people, the pinnacle, the cream of the crop, the piece de resistance, or the pizza of resistance, whichever one some people call it. The place to be on Facebook apparently now, because they're storming the fucking Paramounts at the castle here, then you have to allow some element of time for processing to get in with this kind of a creme de la creme group.
That's right. And we're going through everyone's application. We're letting people in. Now, some of you may not get in as quickly as you may like. Some of you may have been waiting for a while. There's a lot of people trying to get in. Some of you, you're not getting. Look, if your name...
Look at the state of some of you people. You're not getting in here.
If your name looks like something Prince created when he lost the rights to his name, and if you have no friends... And if you joined Facebook like a week ago, you're not.
Now, wait a minute. Don't we want to welcome the lonely? Only the lonely. Oh. Doom, 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 doom. Don't we want lonely people if they don't have friends, but they want to associate with us? They can come here and we will take them in and shelter them, will we not?
It's so interesting because of your singing.
As long as they're not going to be assholes. That's the thing.
Because of your singing style, you would have... I think the layman would have thought that you would have been able to conquer a Roy Orbison song. But no, it really sounded awful. That was as out of tune and out of pitch as you've been with any song in a long time. But
look here, you're diverting, you're diverticulating away from the subject that we're talking about here. Tell the people, once again, how can they get into the group quicker and present themselves for exclusive membership in such a manner that they can be welcomed with open arms and bated breath and large wangs?
Well, you may have to wait. There's no guarantee on how much time. But again, go to facebook.com/groups/official Jim Cornette. It is the official Cult of Cornette Facebook group. Right there, you can apply to join. There'll be a few questions. Answer them. If you're someone that may look like you have a suspicious profile, this is where you should explain yourself if you want to get in.
Yeah. Show your papers. Explain yourself.
Now, a couple things, Jim, I want to make notes here while we're talking about this, because this is the best way for people who are in the group or trying to join the group to hear information about said group. If you join the group, if we let you in, do not create a post announcing your arrival. Do not create a post to say, hey, I'm so happy to be here. Here's a picture of me. Here's information about me. We're very happy you're here. There's a concerted post for everyone to say hello, but we don't want to fill up the page with lots of introductions because, as we said, there's a lot of people trying to get in.
So some people are just saying, hey, here I am, and I'm happy to be here, but it's not like that's really something that a lot of people who can reply anything other than, well, welcome, and you're done, right? It's not a topic of conversation, so it would kind of clog things up.
That's right. And
I can understand that.
We want to be a welcoming group. We want everyone to have a good time, but put your pictures and put your hello comments in one thread. It is pinned to one of the featured threads or featured posts. I can't speak.
Yeah, a featured thread.
One of the tweeted tweets at the top of the page. You can go there and you can see it. One other thing, if there's something happening in the world of wrestling that you've seen on social media, whether it's Vince McMahon allegedly having a mustache, or whether it's a tree trunk being used to support a ring, if you see it and you can't believe it, and your first reaction is, I gotta share this with the Cult of Cornette!
Yeah!
Pause for a second, look in the group and see if it's been posted already. Because one thing we are cutting down on is multiple posts of the same thing. There's a new group. This moderating team has a lot of people that we're moderating. We're going to increase the team eventually with good people, but...
Well, you know, they are very mediocre moderators.
But we're doing our best in these early days to make sure this group will be a fun and healthy place for people to discuss the show, things about the show, and the general Cult of Cornette populace.
But now this duplication business, we're not saying you can't comment on something if somebody's, you know, put up a picture of their uncle's dick hanging out while he's bowling or whatever.
That's right. You can comment on it, but don't create a new post. You can comment on it,
but don't just put the same picture over and over again, because then that's gumming up then. We've only got so much server on this thing, right, for the amount of people we've got.
Well, no, the server has nothing to do with it, but we just want to make sure that we have a easy-to-navigate, fun-to-use page as opposed to a page with pictures of tree trunks over and over.
It'll be easy for everybody to navigate. We'll get the whole group together in person at some point, take a nice boat trip. But we're just talking about now on the internet.
You talking about Cornstalk?
Yeah, we'll do that out on the boat on the except
on a boat.
I don't want to take a cruise.
On the boat.
So we'll just get a fishing boat and we'll just dangle some people off the edge of it or something. But anyway, back to the Facebook thing. We'll leave the navigation for later on.
I guess so, yeah.
So we're trying to streamline everybody's process there, and we're trying to get people in the doors as quickly as possible, but it's just everybody showed up at the same time. And we're trying to do our best, right? We meaning all of you, because I still don't know how any of this works.
That's right, and eventually you will have a presence there on at least one day for a few hours, and we'll see how that goes.
I'm not coming in until we get everybody in the building.
That's right, and I will say another thing. Again, read the rules when you join. If you act like a knucklehead, you get thrown right out. We're not going to play games. We're not going to be playing around with you.
Yeah.
If you act like a fool, you get thrown out. Come in, have a good time, and that's it.
We're not playing around here. I'll tell you, and by the way, if you apply, then we know where you are. So, goddamn it, piss us off. You'll hear somebody knocking on the fucking door. Lass knows those people up in fucking the Bronx or wherever. What was that? The social club up there?
I'm not talking about any of that.
The Bergen Hunt and Fish Club?
Not talking about any of that. If you are a member of the Cult of Cornette and you watch the shows, whether it's Monday or Wednesday or Friday or whatever other day they may be, there are probably going to be threads on the group page so you can have a conversation with other members of the Cult of Cornette while these events are taking place.
Well, there you go. So you can do that too, whatever the fuck it is you just said.
Exactly.